Gathered for a second day of testimony in the Dylann Roof sentencing phase.
Witnesses took the stand. They're delivering these heartfelt tributes to their loved ones who were killed in the Mother Emanuel massacre. 7 News reporter Dave Jordan was in the courtroom again today, standing by live in Charleston tonight. Dave, what happened?
Well, Gordon, about 8 witnesses took the stand today testifying in this case, and Dylann Roof, who was representing himself, did not cross-examine any of them. His reserve attorneys, who was advising him on the case, filed a motion objecting to the amount of witnesses the prosecution plans to call. Friends and relatives of Myra Thompson, Sharonda Coleman Singleton, DePayne Middleton Doctor, and Reverend Daniel Simmons spent hours telling the jury about the positive impact their loved ones had on their lives and the community at large. But lawyers for Dylann Roof said the number of witnesses is too much. One of his attorneys said in a motion 38 victim impact statements is the same amount used in Timothy McVeigh's trial, where 168 people died in the Oklahoma City bombing. Judge Richard told federal prosecutors he doesn't want to cut anyone's testimony short, but he wants to make sure due process is maintained and in an orderly fashion. Federal prosecutors said they want to make sure everyone who wants to testify has that chance, but then said it's unlikely they will call 38 witnesses. And that reserve attorney also filed a motion asking the judge to allow him to represent Dylann Roof. He said he is not acting in his best interest. He doesn't have the knowledge of when to object and what to object to. The judge in the case denied the motion. We are live tonight in Charleston. Dave Jordan, 7 News.
Dylann Roof's not an attorney, Dave. I mean, Roof wants to represent himself in this sentencing phase. What's he doing as the man next to him stands up and says this guy's not qualified?
Well, Gordon, simply he is sitting in the courtroom. He is not having any emotion. He is looking forward. The only time he actually talks is when he acts not to object to something. There are exchanges between he and the reserve attorney, but that's basically it. It was very heated in court today as well, with the reserve attorney arguing and saying, you know, some of the testimony, for example, a dream sequence. One of the witnesses who testified said her mother came to her in a dream, and she testified to that, and Dylann Roof didn't object to it. Well, his reserve attorney said, this is not a memorial, this is a trial, this is his sentencing phase. And the judge said, this is what I had wanted to avoid. We talked to him about this. I don't think anything that he's doing or not doing is improper, and that's why that motion was denied.
All right. Dave Jordan live in Charleston. Thank you, Dave.